Good evening, everyone, and Merry Christmas Eve, at least the time I'm recording this. By the time I get it out, it might actually be Christmas Day. Um, I got a little bit of downtime in all our Christmas preparations and getting ready to host the family tomorrow, so I thought I would take a chance, take a shot at the weekly one shot. So FFG put out another weekly one shot, and this week it is called Keep Them in the Air. So it is Baron Zemo, just in standard mode, which will be or in non-campaign mode, which will be interesting because I haven't played him in non-campaign mode before. And you have to be, or at least one player, if you're playing multiple player, has to be Maria Hill deck, and you have to include all the big 6-cost helicarriers in your deck. Which, why wouldn't you anyway, with her? But the rub is, at the end of setup, the Maria Hill player searches their deck and discard pile for each shield support with a printed cost of 6 and puts them into play. And then during the scenario, if any of those supports ever leave play, the players lose the game. So, yeah. So that should be that should be interesting. Alright, so we got everything else set up here. Let me shuffle my deck here real quick. Shuffle one more time. In standalone, these guys come in with 2 secrets on them. I'm just doing standard 3 with the normal encounter sets. Let's flip this over. And after the player phase ends, you can put 2 secret counters on a board member environment that has no secret counters to gain 2 cards from the shield envelope. So that is going to be these. I gotta get through these 6 to get to those 3. So, all right. So let us work on this. All right. So this goes in my discard pile because I get it for free out of my discard pile. Front organization is critical because that stops me from losing a card. Special funding. I mean, I'm going to keep it because it's 2 resources, but I'm not actually sure if it's... So I guess I'll keep 1 command team? Actually, no. I'm going to dig for Nick Fury because he puts things on my stuff. So, organizational support, and secret spies. All right, nothing there. Okay, so now setup is done. Look at... Oops. Yep. You. And then look at all cards. Is Nick Fury my next one? No, he was not. Okay. All right. So the Cersei. The Pericles. The Douglas. And the Bellerophon. Close and shuffle. Okay. So... that is all. I'll move these over just a little bit because when I exhaust them. Okay, so let's see here. The Douglas, the Justice one, exhaust it and remove 2 threat from each scheme in play. Pericles is give the villain a status card of your choice. Actually, we're gonna... All right, the Justice one is put an ally into play from their hand. And then Bellerophon is deal damage. And the Iliad is deal damage, remove threat, or heal damage. So those are all really good, really strong. And they're all just regular action, not hero action. So I don't even have to flip up if I don't want to. So Maria Hill... I can exhaust myself to add a support and add it to my deck, but there's really no point to do that. Okay. Well, we're going to put the front organization out. Let's put it right there. So we're being silly, but let's put it right there at the front the top of it. So people don't pay attention to 5 giant helicarriers. They're seeing this little delivery van. All right. Unfortunately, I do not have... all right, so we're going to flip ourselves up. I guess what we're going to do here is we are going to... which is mental. Spend mental to remove 1 here and remove 2 threat from a scheme. And for the heck of it, let's just do mental again to remove 2 and no more threat to do. Action. I can move 1 all-purpose counter from a shield support to another shield support. Well, no real reason to do that, so I guess I will punch for 1. Oh, there's Nick Fury. That's what I like to see. All right, so we get 2 on... oh, actually, after player's phase ends. All right, so that is over. I am going to choose to place 2 secret counters on there to look at 2 cards from the shield envelope. So we'll do 1 and 2. Okay. I got a window open with a PDF of the campaign log so I can know what I'm doing here. All right. Everything is done there. All right, so now we get to the villain phase. So we get 2 on the main. He comes to attack. I will... you know, I am just going to take it because I'm going to be probably flipping down quite a lot. So 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we get an encounter card, which is a shield agent, quick strike, and vulnerable. All right, well, I guess I will defend on that one and only take 1. Or, no, 2. Oh, it's only a 1 attack. Yeah, I'll just take it. That's fine. Okay, so we are now going to exhaust the Cersei, spend 1 off it to put an ally into play from their hand. Here comes good old Nick Fury. I am going to now play Super Spies to place a total of 3 all-purpose counters and or threat tokens on shield supports and suit form upgrades. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna do the Bellerophon. So choosing myself, deal 3 damage to the villain. 1, 2, 3. And 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it is defeated. Oh, I needed to... it activated, so I needed to put 1. We'll say 1 there and 1 there. From the defeat. Okay, we are going to spend Genius, or Energy, to take 1 off of there, and that heal 1 damage, so that's me. So So I think we'll have Nick Fury hit him for 2. Take 1 back, and then place 1 all-purpose counter on a shield support. Put it back there. Let's use the Pericles to stun Zemo. And then I guess we'll just thwart 2 off of there. Yep. All right, I'm going to just hold on to these cards because I'm just digging for icons here at this point. All right, the end of the player phase, I'm going to choose not to do that. So villain phase, we get 2. Zemo would attack but is stunned, and now we get an encounter card. Place 1 pursuit counter by pursued by the pass, and the villain schemes for 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're up to 6 out of 12. All right, let us thwart for 2. We're going to spend this and this as a hero action to do that, and then 2 threat from a scheme. We're going to do this and this to remove 1 here to heal a damage from a friendly character. We'll do it from Nick Fury. Nick Fury will punch for 2, and he will add a secret onto the Iliad. And then the Iliad will deal 5 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is defeated. When he would be defeated, reset his hit points to 12. And remove 3 secret counters from among board members. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I guess I get to heal a damage. Let's take that off of Nick. Here, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Yeah, that's fine. I already did. And I think that is... let us Pericles another stun onto Baron Zemo. Ready up. I am going to choose to, so I know what icons I've got, put 2 on the Chief Surveillance Officer to take 2 more cards. Blackmail and medical records. All right, so that eliminates the Chief Medical Officer. All right, so we have a 1 in 3 chance that it's the surveillance officer and a 2 in 3 chance that it's the chief tactical officer. All right, so now we get to the villain phase. So we put 2 threat on there. He would attack, but he is stunned. Now we get an encounter card, which is put 1 on pursued by the past, and then it gains surge. Okay, reluctant foe. Treat attached, so attach it to... Oh, search your collection for a hero whose title does not match with the character in play. Okay. Let's see here. I want somebody that like a 1/1. I think. Let me take a look here real quick. I think I correct that Adam Warlock. Oh, but he's got 11 hit points. I'm trying to think who's a 1. Who else is a 1/1? I guess Miss Marvel. I think she's got 10. Yeah, I think we'll just grab Miss Marvel. Let's not overthink this thing. I don't want this to take forever. Nope, that's I don't think that's what I want. Yeah, so we'll do Miss Marvel. So she's a 1/1 with 10 hit points. All right, my turn. Well, I think we're going to do the hard call on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to remove 1 off of there and take 2 threat off. We are going to use on the double to pay for reinforcements. So choose any number of shield support with a combined printed cost of 6 or less. Place 1 counter there. I'm going to put it on the Pericles just so I've got it. I guess we'll have Nick Fury hit for 2 there. And let's put... Let's put 1 on the Pericles. You know what? We're not. We're going to use the Pericles to confuse Baron Zemo. And then we'll use 1 on the Iliad to do 5 damage to Miss Marvel. And we're going to actually flip ourselves down and recover for 3. And then we'll ready ourselves up. And yes, let us do the player face ability. We will do 2 on there to gain 2 cards from the shield. So here we go. We get travel and authority. So that means it is not the chief surveillance officer. It is, in fact, the chief tactical officer, who is the traitor. All right. So I think maybe next turn I will make the accusation. All right, so that is that. So villain phase, we get 2 on the main. He would scheme, but he is confused. Miss Marvel schemes for 1. And now we get an encounter card. It is a shield trooper. When defeated, the engaged player discards 1 shield, ally, or support they control. Otherwise, place 2 threat on the main scheme. I could just get Grant Ward out and just kill him that way. That's amusing. All right. Well, what we are going to do is we are going to spend 2 for a shield director. Let me just check on that support. Okay. We will whip ourselves up. Let's place one counter on... Let's do the Pericles. We're going to put Grant Ward out. He will attack for 2. I will attack for 2 with Nick Fury. And which defeats this guy. And when defeated, the engaged player discards 1 shield ally or support they control. Goodbye, Grant Ward. I take consequential. I put 1 on the Iliad. I will use the Iliad to heal 3 damage off of Nick Fury. I am going to spend Victoria Hand and my front organization to get a command team out, which I will use to ready Nick Fury. Nick Fury will attack Miss Marvel, taking 1 and putting 1 on the Iliad, and then I will attack for 1 to defeat Miss Marvel, who will go into the victory display. Oh, I did forget to do villainous with Miss Marvel. So let's just top card of the encounter deck 1. So I get another 1 on the main. All right, let us use the Pericles to stun Baron Zemo and then ready everything up. All right, it is the end of my turn. I will... just seeing, do I hold out for 1 more turn just to get the other guys? Sure, why not? I'm doing fine. All right, so we'll hold off until next turn. So 1, 2... He would attack, but he is stunned. And now we get aim at interference. Insight 1. Place 1 secret on a board member card. You may spend X fist resources to prevent X of these counters. Well, I'll put 1 there. Oops. All right, so let us use strength. Oops, to take 1 off of there, deal 2 damage to an enemy. I guess it really doesn't matter because he's going to go away, and then I will spend... Actually, no. I'm going to use on the double to play reinforcements to get 1 on the... Oops, 1 on the Pericles. I will then spend organizational support to play another reinforcements. Put 1 on the Iliad. I will thwart for 2. No. We'll have... No, because it really doesn't matter to do any of that stuff, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense to do any of that because everything is going to change. I suppose I could stun Baron Zemo. Yeah. All right. So we'll Pericles to stun Zemo. Now watch, he'll gain like steady or something or stalwart afterwards. Okay. I'm going to end my turn. So we ready up, draw up, and I deck. Oh, this should be fun. All right. So I'm going to make an accusation. My accusation is Chief Tactical Officer with the 3 yellow, fire, purple, etc., etc. Hey, look, it is the purple security badge, the yellow fire, and the fingerprint. Wait a second here. Oh, did I cross out something wrong here? Because something isn't right. That. Oh, no, I got it right. I was just looking in the wrong order. I was looking at, I saw this and I thought that was the means, not the operative. So yeah, so that is the Chief Tactical Officer. So I think we'll move these guys out of play. We'll move these guys out of play. And so let's move on to 2A. Make an accusation. I made an accusation. It is correct. What do we got to do here? The accusation, etc., etc. If they press correctly, the accusation is correct. Causing them to. Okay, if one of the guesses are incorrect, side 2B instructs player. Nope. So we just go straight to 3A. And so we get Zemo. Flip Zemo to his unmasked side. He is now unmasked. Reset his hit points. His hit points are reset. Find Baron Zemo's sword and attach it to him. Baron Zemo's sword. Place one. Okay. So we are there. And flip the mold to its attachment side. So we've got this attachment. And then place one threat here for each counter on each board member attachment. So we've got to add one because there was one on there. Okay. So that was the end of the player phase. So now we get to the start of the villain phase. We add 2 there. He would attack, but he is stunned. And now we get 2 encounter cards. First, Diplomatic Sanction, Surge. All right, so we're going to surge that up. But discard one aim. Discard 1 card from your hand for each aim minion in the victory display. I don't have any aim minions in the victory display. Nope. So, nothing. All right, that surges into Might Makes Right. Baron Zemo attacks you. Okay. Well, nothing I can do about that. So he's going to be attacking for 4. I will defend. 4 star. And then we put 1 on Pursued by the Past. So I take 2. And then, what was it? No character takes damage. Yeah, well. And, oh, goodness. Really? Well, I guess Nick Fury jumps in front of this one. And when he defeats a character, place 1 secret on the board member kind of with the fewest counters. So this, so I deal 2 damage. Fury is defeated. Ouch. That's just rude. Okay, let us use the Cersei to put Dum Dum Dugan into play for free. We will attack with Dum Dum Dugan. Up to 3 shield cards. 1, 2, 3. So he gets +3 for his attack. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And he takes 2 consequential. We will put a life model decoy out. We will shield director 1 onto the Pericles. We will use slingshot to pay for a support staff. Let us use the Pericles to confuse Zemo. And then let's flip ourselves down, shall we? Alright, so now we got 2 here. He would go to scheme, but he is confused. We get 1 encounter card. It is the Scientist Supreme. Yeah, sure, let's 1, 2, 3. Let's heal up, then let's flip up. There we go. Flip up. Let's put 1 on the Pericles. Let's use the Pericles to put a stun on the Scientist Supreme. At which point he is, because he is vulnerable, he is discarded. Yep, he did go to the discard pile. Okay. I am going to do organizational support to exhaust up to, well, do I want to? Hang on. So I want Dum Dum to go in. Honestly, oh shoot. He activated twice against me, so let's do 1 and 1 there. I forgot about that. Because he was stunned, then he attacked me, then confused. Okay. So let's use Dum Dum. We'll do 1, 2, and shield cards. Is that a shield card? That is not a shield card. That is a shield card, though. So you know what? Let's put, before I do that, let's put Grant Ward out. No. Hang on a second. I got to do some quick math here. So that's 3. I could do 4, 5, and then 8, and then 13. Yep. Okay. Exhaust these 2. So he's attacking for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes 2 more. We will Bellaferon to deal 1, 2, 3. And then we will Iliad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Baron Zemo is defeated. Well, there you go. Zemo's defeated. The mole is exposed. We are exonerated, and we win. So yeah, that was just the Maria Hill pre-con deck. I didn't do any thinking, didn't do any strategizing, didn't pull anything off of Marvel CDB. This was strictly the pre-con deck, because once you have these things out, these 5 out, and then you get and then on top of it you get Nick Fury and Shield Director out. I don't want to say it's impossible to lose, but man, is it hard to lose, because you're putting status tokens out, you got damage, you got healing or more damage, threat removal, free allies. That's just crazy. These things, Maria Hill especially, and then with these 5 helicarriers, she's just crazy broken. So, but anyway, there you have it. Weekly one shot on this Christmas Eve, handily defeated Maria Hill puts Baron Zemo on the naughty list, and we Shield saves the day once again. So, right, well, as always, if you make it to this far in the episode, thank you for watching. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to watch me play a game. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't make any mistakes. And otherwise, I hope you either have or had a Merry Christmas, depending on when you see this video. So, have a great night, evening, day, week, weekend, and whatever, folks. I will catch you again soon.